mentalities, how can you guys try and diagnose what the issue is as far as going on the road? How much progress do you think you guys are making this week?
Just to really focus on Miami. At the end of the day, I think it's still football. We just got to go out and focus on our task and go out and play great football, because that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah, what would you say the mentality is as far as bouncing back? You guys have been really good off of a loss so far in the last couple of years. Certainly this year too with you and Billy.
Yeah, we know Miami got a good football team. We got to go down there and play our best football. We know they're going to bring their best ball, so hopefully our best ball is better than theirs.
What are your thoughts on Tua? He leads the NFL in completion percentage and passing yards this year, and the challenge of going up against a quarterback having that kind of year.
Yeah, he's having a great year. He has great guys around him. They have a great running game. They have 2 elite receivers, so it's not just him. It's just everybody he has around him. So it's going to take all of us to play our best football.
Tyreek Hill leads the league in receiving. What's the challenge of going up against him specifically in the way he plays his game, how they motion him around, and all the things they do?
Yeah, he's probably one of the best receivers in the league. Once he gets the ball in his hands, he's hard to tackle. And obviously he's probably the fastest player in the league. So it's definitely going to be a big challenge for us, but I think we'll be ready.
How do you combat their speed? Because it's more than Hill. Waddle's pretty quick.
Yeah.
How do you can you contain that? How can you stop that or slow it
Just
down?
play with great technique, trust your teammates, and be physical. That's really what it comes down to, winning the line of scrimmage and, playing physical. And I think if we take care of that, we'll take care of the game.
Do they look fast on tape, or is it one of those things where when I see them, I get a better feel for it?
I mean, they fast on tape. They probably fast in real action too. So, but we got fast players too, and like I said, they great players. It's gonna be a big challenge for us, but I think we'll be ready for it.
Yeah, the smaller guys that they have that wiggle. How can you, in open field, how can you kind of keep them in front of you?
It takes everybody. It takes everybody to tackle those guys in space, and that's what we really have to be. Like I say, physical up front and be great tacklers and make plays on the back end.
How differently, or do you have to play defense with one of the highest motion rates in the NFL? They have all these different guys moving well before the snap and in different spots.
You just have to communicate. It's really come down to communication. And once they motion, communicating with your teammate and all being on the same page. At the end of the day, they got to snap the ball, and as long as we got a guy on a guy, that's what really it come down to.
In your experience, what's maybe the best way or easiest way to not turn one loss into 2 losses to compound things?
Just you got to turn the page, learn from what you didn't do well last week, because it's a copycat league. They're going to copy everything they did last week and try to run the ball. And we got to stop the run, take away the explosive passers, and go from there.
What was the most disappointing part about the defensive performance against the Bills?
I just think just the physicality. We wasn't physical. They was more physical than we was, and as long as you physical, you give yourself a chance to win, and we wasn't that on Sunday.
You had a season high in missed tackles last week. How do you correct that just in 1 week to get that number down to a one that you're more comfortable with?
It's on the practice field. We got a good day-to-day to just go through. Great tackling techniques and carry it over into the game.
So that's something you feel like the team can fix in a week?
For sure. I mean, just like we was a great tackling team the week before, you have to do it each week or it doesn't matter. So, and we have a big challenge this week to do it.
Steph, have you watched Hard Knocks at all?
No, I haven't watched it. No.
I was going to ask if you're watching it, you're trying to get anything out of it to help you on the game day.
I haven't watched it. Should I watch it? It's good.
I don't know if there's much football.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Entertaining, yeah. McDaniel's funny.
Yeah. I haven't watched it. My son probably watched it. Yeah, but I haven't watched it.
What makes Tyreek so special from your perspective?
Just his speed, and once he get the ball in his hands, he's hard to tackle in space. And people didn't think he was a receiver before he came in the league. More of a gadget guy, but he's been proven each and every year. He's a great receiver. He has great routes, great speed. So he's definitely a top guy in the league.
Is the challenge more trying to keep him underneath or trying to throw him off his release off the line?
Both. Depend on the situation. You can't play every situation the same. You got to be smart and can't play 10 yards off of them on 3rd and 3. You know, so you gotta play with good technique and play smart, and go from there.
Thanks.
Yep, appreciate it.